Assalamualaikum. Welcome to the Kulgaon City Corporation College online classroom. This is Kanis Fatima with your English class. Dear students, how are you? Hope you are all hale and hearty in this pandemic situation. You are staying at home, I hope, and keeping safe yourself and your family members. What's about studies, my dear students? I also hope that you are going on well with your studies. Is it so? So that you don't face any problem, we have arranged online class from your college. And today I am here before you with a very simple, very common but very confusing topic. This is preposition. Preposition. The word sounds very simple, very easy, and we, the students, always neglect it. We don't try to practice them. Either we think that it is easy, or we think that we don't need to learn preposition. But remember one thing, if you have the basic knowledge about the basic preposition, then it will be easy for you to use them properly, especially to memorize the phrasal use of preposition. So today I am here with these simple topics. I think that if you make it clear, or if you are clear about this, then you will feel interested in learning the phrasal preposition. You will find that there is a large volume of phrasal preposition in any of your English grammar. So at first we have to know what a preposition is. Preposition, if we think about the word itself, we find two parts: preposition. Pre means before, and position, that means place. The word taking place before. Before what? Before a noun, or before a pronoun, or a word that gives the meaning of a noun. We call it noun equivalent word or phrase. So the definition that we get from these words is, look at the board. A preposition is a word that connects or links a noun or pronoun or a noun equivalent word or phrase to other parts of sentence or other parts of speech. So what have we learned from this definition? That what have we learned? We learned that preposition is a noun connecting word, a word that connects or links a noun. From this definition we find one thing clear. It is the place or position of a preposition. Where is a preposition used, or where is a preposition placed? A preposition is placed before a noun. So whenever you do any gap filling activities as per your syllabus, you will notice that after each gap you will find a noun or a pronoun or a noun equivalent phrase. So what have we learned? That the place or a preposition is placed before a noun and connects it to the other parts of speech or other parts of sentence. Now let me make one thing clear. Why should we learn the use of preposition. What will happen if we don't know the proper use of preposition? If we don't know the proper use of preposition, then we will not be able to make our expression clear, because you will notice whenever you learn a phrase preposition or phrasal preposition, you will find different meaning in the case of same preposition used with different word. So, but one thing is common, usually it is the inner meaning or the general meaning of a particular preposition usually is the same. Now come to the difference or kinds of preposition. These are all some examples of basic preposition, and the number of preposition in an English dictionary is very limited, but its use is dynamic, is vast. Why is it vast? Because the use of a particular preposition with a particular word gives a dynamic or different meaning, like a parts of speech. So let us be familiar with some common preposition. Number 1, simple preposition. The examples of some simple prepositions are in, on, at, for, by, with, up, and so and so. Secondly, we found another types of preposition, compound preposition. Without, within, inside, outside, etc. Then come to the number 4. I will discuss it, the number 3 later. Number 4, participle. What is participle preposition? In form, or if you look at the formation of the preposition, we find that it looks like a participle. Regard plus ing, regarding, or consider plus ing, considering. Respect plus ing, respecting. So these are like a participle, but gives the meaning of a preposition. So these types of words or phrases are called participle preposition. Regarding that means about that. Considering means taking into consideration or taking into account. Respecting gives the same meaning. Number 5, disguised preposition. Disguised. In Bengali it is called ছদ্মবেশী. দেখতে একরকম মনে হয়, but inner meaningটা অন্যরকম. Suppose O, we say it is 10 o'clock. O clock, O apostrophe clock. Actually the word should be off. Again, par. We can use this word par in a sentence like rice is sold 60 টাকা per kg. Par means for, অর্থাৎ প্রতি বুঝাতে বা রেট বুঝাতে আমরা ব্যবহার করি par, but so it is used instead of for each or for. These are called, these two are the examples of disguised preposition. And come to the point number 3, phrase preposition. You have to memorize it. If you don't memorize it, you will fail to use them properly. Why should you memorize a phrase preposition? Because if we think about each word used in a particular phrase, we get different meaning, but in the combined meaning of it gives the meaning of a particular parts of speech. Now, for example, in case of if, it gives the meaning of if. On account of, this phrase preposition gives the meaning of because of. In front of, there are 3 different words, but gives the meaning of a particular word. This is before. The meaning of in front of means before, purbe. In the meantime, itomodhye, owing to, because or as. So these are phrase preposition. You will find a list of large number of phrasal preposition in your English grammar book. You have to memorize it if you want to use them properly. And this is where we find difficulties and we lose our interest in learning or practicing preposition. And for this reason, I have made a small attempt to discuss on these simple parts of speech. Now, look at this diagram. In each of your English grammar book, you may find this diagram. This is called circle diagram or preposition circle. In the circle we see some preposition giving, and from the circle or from the diagram we get an idea about the meaning of these words. These are all basic. Suppose this is a circle, that means this is an area. It may be circular, rectangular or square. Suppose you are in a room. So it is an area. If you are within this area, we can use these words: in, within, inside of. If you cross this area from this point to that point, you can use the word through. For example, the two friends were walking through the jungle. You are very much common with this sentence. Two friends were walking through a large dense forest. Then look at this. Over, above, not attached to this. And on and upon, you can use on or upon if something is attached to this area or this place. We use on and upon. If not attached, we use over or above. But onto, if there is, in Bengali we can say gotishilota, movement. Suppose a cat jumped on the table or onto the table. What should we use? We should use onto, because it shows movement, changing place from one point to another. Then to অভিমুখে, দিকে বুঝাবে. Into, if there is a change of place, that is movement, we use into. Suppose you entered the room, you can say the boy or I ran into the room. Then toward, we can use toward instead of into. Out, if you are out of this room or this area, out or out of. But if anything is outside of this area, it is still, but there is movement. Look, by or beside. Suppose you are in a room, but someone passed by your room, or I am standing beside you. Then under, below or beneath, just opposite to over, above, under, below, not touched, not attached. This is a preposition diagram. Then what's the function of a preposition? If we know the functions of a particular preposition, it will be easy for us to use it correctly. Functions. To imply direction, we use along, to, around, down, from, up, toward, through. This is used to give the meaning of direction. For example, we go to college. He climbed down the tree, climbed up the tree. So direction. Then means, উপায়, means এই শব্দের অর্থ হচ্ছে উপায় বা পদ্ধতি। For example, by working hard you can shine in your life. Without working hard you cannot shine your life. He killed a snake with his stick. These examples. So to give the meaning of means, we use the preposition by, with, without, etc. Then manner gives a similar, used the similar way, by, with, or without. Means and manners is almost the same. Quantity, by, for. It may seem difficult or new to you. What is quantity? Suppose eggs are sold by dozen. That means ডিম ডজনে বিক্রয় হয়, প্রতি ডজন। তাহলে প্রতি or quantity এটা বোঝাতে আমরা কি ব্যবহার করি? by অথবা for ব্যবহার করি। I give another example. He bought the book for 100 টাকা। সে 100 টাকার বিনিময়ে, that means বিনিময় or exchange, এটা বোঝাতে আমরা কি ব্যবহার করি? for ব্যবহার করি। Then purpose. Purpose means aim, যেটাকে আমরা বাংলায় বলি উদ্দেশ্য। For is very common word. For. Time. At, on, in, by, during, past, about, around, and so and so. There are so many examples by using these prepositions to express time. Specific time. More we can think about general time. Specific, very specific. In, on, at. Then we can use by, during, past, around, about. These words it will be clear to you if you find them in your examples or exercise books. Then it is used to mean place. This is also in, on, at, from, and so and so. Condition. Shorto. By, without. Means condition, they are also same. Almost same. Condition, শর্ত। যেমন যদি শর্ত দেওয়া হয়, তুমি যদি এটা করো, অথবা or যদি কঠোর পরিশ্রম করো জীবনে উন্নতি করতে পারবে। In Bengali, শর্ত। Then what do we use? By. If we work hard, if, instead of using if, we use the preposition by in a simple sentence. Unless, instead of giving the meaning, instead of using unless in a complex sentence, we use the preposition without in a simple sentence. So what have we learned? Function of preposition. Now what should you do? You should think about all these preposition, and then you go to exercise or to learn phrasal preposition. It is very difficult and you will find difficulty in memorizing these words and using them correctly. It is always confusing. You will feel confused. But if you know the basic meaning, you will find some connection with the phrasal use of preposition. So I have divided my discussion on this topic preposition in two parts. This is part 1, and I shall deliver another lecture on part 2 in my next class. I hope that by this time you will make it clear from your book and practice. So dear students, I think you have understood somehow. So this is all for today. Stay safe, keep safe others. Thank you all.